A young doctor who was working at the RG Kar Medical College and Hospital in Kolkata was raped and murdered in the most brutal manner possible by one of the security guards, a civic volunteer who was keeping guard at the college and hospital. Now, this happened inside the college premises, inside a seminar hall, after the victim and her friends had stayed up late to watch Neeraj Chopra's javelin final at the Olympic Games. The accused Sanjoy Roy has been arrested, but the doctors who've been on protest not just at RG Kar or across colleges and hospitals in Kolkata, but across the country, here in AIIMS at Delhi, in some of the leading hospitals, government hospitals in Mumbai, across the country, today resident doctors and trainee doctors have been protesting. They say they want justice. They want a court-mandated inquiry or a CBI inquiry, and that Roy, the accused, should face exemplary punishment, and that too within a limited time frame. The protesting doctors also believe that given the degree and the depravity of the injuries that you've seen on the victim, one accused alone could not have done it on his own. Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee today met with the victim's family. She spent over an hour with them, and coming out and speaking to reporters, she said that within 7 days, all accused in this case will be arrested and that justice will be brought in this case, failing which, she said, the case will be handed over to the CBI. We keep talking from time to time about women's safety. But if in this country, in a government college, if a doctor, a young woman doctor, is not made to feel safe, then I wonder if all of this talk, every time there is a crime that is as heinous as this committed against a young woman in this country and we have primetime debates over it, what is the point of all of these shows? What's the point of all of this citizens' outrage if a young doctor inside a government college is not guaranteed her safety and security? But first, the story.
कोई विमेन अपनी वर्किंग प्लेस पे सेफ नहीं है तो वो कैसे काम कर सकती है?
What we are getting from our people from our fraternity that the facts are being hidden.
আর রবিবার পর্যন্ত যদি তারা কোন কিনারা করতে না পারেন, কারণ ভেতরেও তো অনেকে আছে, তাহলে এই কেসটা আমরা আমাদের হাতে রাখবো না, আমরা সিবিআই কে দিয়ে দেব।
ममता जी, आपके राज में बंगाल में क्या हो रहा है? एक महिला डॉक्टर के साथ बलात्कार किया गया, दरिंदगी की हद कर दी गई। जो बंगाल में हो रहा है वो सरकारी आतंक का खौफनाक सच है।
नारी अपराध जब बीजेपी शासित राज्य में होता था तब आप उसको नजरअंदाज करते थे, लेकिन जब वो बीजेपी के विरोध जो पार्टी है वहां के शासित राज्य या सरकारों में होता था, तब उसके प्रति आपकी नजर ज्यादा जाती है।
So let's get you an overview of this case itself. What exactly happened? So on Friday morning, the body of a junior doctor was found inside a seminar hall in the RG Kar Medical College and Hospital in Kolkata. She was allegedly raped and murdered between 3 a.m. and 6 a.m. on Friday when she was on shift. She was on duty at work. The suspect, Sanjoy Roy, has been arrested. He's connected with this rape and murder. He's been sent to police remand till the 23rd of August. The suspect, Sanjoy Roy, was a volunteer in the police welfare cell. He was a civic police volunteer. He was stationed to outpost near the RG Kar Hospital. The accused had access to all the departments. In fact, he reportedly charged patients for admission as well as beds. And in a previous instance, this case had come to the light of the college authorities and they did precious little against this accused person. The CCTV cameras in the college and hospital managed to capture Sanjoy Roy near the scene of the crime around 4 a.m. Friday morning. He committed the crime. The degree and the depravity of it is almost unspeakable. And then he went home and slept. And he washed his clothes in a bid to, cover up the evidence. The police have managed to recover a bloodstained shoe, Bluetooth headset, which was found near the victim, and this was used by the accused. Sanjoy Roy has reportedly admitted to the crime. The police are suspecting the involvement of other accomplices, but they have not made any other arrests so far. So it does beg some glaring questions, and the police, the authorities need to sort of come clean as far as these questions are concerned. Number one, why was the accused given unfettered access to the hospital? He was a civic police volunteer. We don't know if his background check was done, whether somebody had vetted his case, but he had access to all the departments in the hospital. There were serious charges of misconduct against him, of fraud, of taking bribes, of fleecing patients and their attendants, none of which was inquired upon by the college and hospital. Is it also true that the accused previously worked in the hospital? And again, there were allegations of corruption against him. There were allegations of misdemeanor against him. Can the police ensure that there is a fair probe to also look at the angle of the person who was on the welfare board, who apparently was the reason why he got the job in the first place? And if the state cannot do an uncompromised inquiry and get to the bottom of why Sanjoy Roy was allowed to work at the RG Kar College and Hospital, and on whose recommendation he got the job, and why allegations against him previously were not inquired into, then should the state simply not hand over the case to the CBI to ensure speedy justice? As the Chief Minister said, within 7 days, if they don't manage to arrest all the accused in this case, then the matter will go to the CBI. That's what the Chief Minister said. Let me now open this up to our various guests who are joining us, political and otherwise. Shazia Ilmi is National Spokesperson of the BJP. Dr. Shantanu Sen is spokesperson of the Trinamool Congress. He'll be joining us in a moment. Kargi Nandi Roy is political analyst, and Yashovardhan Azad is a former IPS officer. Shazia Ilmi, so the contention by the Kolkata police, the TMC, is this: look, this is a grave, despicable, depraved horror that has happened to a young woman, a young doctor in Kolkata. Within 24 hours, the cops have swooped in, they've got CCTV footage, they've arrested the accused, and they've sent him to police remand. And the Chief Minister today, after meeting the victim's family, has also said that if there are more accomplices, then they will be arrested within a period of 7 days. And if the police are not able to do that, then the case will be handed over to the CBI.
Zaka, first of all, I would like to say that this is indeed very sad and deeply disturbing, especially the facts that have been unearthed as to how badly she was traumatized, physically assaulted and mutilated. But my question is, this happened in the premises of RG Kar Hospital. This is not some wilderness, remote forest area. And in the midst, in the precincts of a hospital, does something so barbaric and distressing takes place, despite the presence of CCTV cameras? How is it possible for anybody to do this and get away with it? We would also like to know as to who is the benefactor of this man, who with no locus standi whatsoever has been given this job, and he is a volunteer of sorts with unfettered access to every department, where he has the gall and the monstrosity to go ahead and commit a crime like this. So who has been aiding him? How has this been allowed to happen? There are charges against this man and his misconduct is known. Why is the management suffering him or was suffering him? Who put him there in the first place? And if you can't keep places like hospitals safe for doctors, I mean, forget about other, other areas. And not just that, I mean, I'm also shocked. I mean, this is so brutal, especially when I read all the details on your show just now. I want to ask you, Zaka, I mean, you just see in our country, even where politics goes, we don't look at a rape per se or brutality against a woman. We see the state, we see which government is in power. We also see sometimes the religion of the victim or the survivor and that of the perpetrator. And then we decide to speak. I mean, this is one case like that. I mean, nobody has said a word. I think all political voices should have said this out together, that this is not done.
Okay.
It cannot happen. This cannot happen on anybody's watch. But you just see how selective the outrage is.
I'll just speak about the selective outrage in 1 second, because I think the greater focus right now is on what happened in this hospital. How could it have been allowed to happen in this hospital?
And how was it allowed to happen?
Yes, when the said doctor, the victim, was on shift, on duty at her workplace. So Yashwardhan Azad, questions need to be asked of the college management, no doubt about it. This man, the accused, was previously caught in a bribery allegation. There was no inquiry by the college. They took no action against him. More importantly, these charges of misconduct were ignored. There was supposedly someone in the welfare board who had connections with the ruling party there in the state. Who was the one who got him this job in the first place? We have no idea whether he was qualified for this job. And most importantly, and this is what I completely fail to understand, on someone who was not vetted, on whom there was no background check, how was he allowed unfettered access to every department, every nook and cranny of this medical college and hospital?
There's a very simple reason, Zaka, for all this. I agree with you, it's the most horrendous crime which has been committed. And, you know, basically it's like amanat mein khayanat. The person who's responsible for the safety is the person who has actually done it. You know, these civic volunteers are political appointments. And I think there are about 150,000 of them. And that's perhaps one of the reasons why this person went shifting around and joined the police welfare department. In state-run hospitals, you know, you have police chowkis for the medico-legal cases, and these are very, very, you know, helpful to patients and also to the doctors also, and they're actually very, very liked. But some of them do this crookery, do this business as this fellow was doing. So I would lay the blame definitely not only on the college authorities who knew about this, why didn't they lodge a formal complaint, but also on the police, that if they have known about his you know, shenanigans, then this man should have been kicked out. And his personal life is also coming out to be the same. He had 3 wives, and you know, one of the mother-in-laws have also said that he brutally treated his earlier wife too, and he has been caught in one of the crimes. This is, you know, impossible to believe that somebody like this was carrying on these activities in the hospital and without being noticed.
So Dr.
And I'm
Shantanu
afraid
Sen,
the state-run hospitals
the thing that the doctors are asking is, given the depravity and the degree of the crime, they are convinced this is not just one person who could have carried this out. Even the Chief Minister today said if there are more accomplices, the police will catch them within 7 days. If they don't catch them within 7 days, the case will go to the CBI. The question is twofold. One, how come no one did a background check on this man? On whose recommendation was he given the job? The previous cases of misdemeanor, corruption, bribery, etc. that he was alleged of, how come there was no inquiry, no action taken against him? How did he have completely unregulated access at any point of time, day or night? This crime happened between 3 a.m. and 6 a.m. How is it that at any point of time, day or night, he had unregulated access to every department in the hospital? And the most important thing is the principal of this institution. I believe his name is Dr. Sandeep Ghosh. Why, within 24 hours, first of all, he did not offer his resignation. It is after the protests began and after immense pressure by the doctors that he gave his resignation this morning, saying he was resigning. And within 24 hours, Dr. Shantanu Sen, he's been repatriated as principal to another college. Does that not show you the lack of seriousness in addressing this case and the people around this case on whom responsibility also needs to be fixed?
I would like to answer your question in three folds. First of all, so far the number of criminals is concerned, no one has declared yet now that there was only one culprit. The investigation process is on. As you believe, similarly I do believe, similarly Madam Chief Minister also believes that so far the circumstantial evidences are concerned, the number of culprits are more than one. Let the investigation be over. We are sure, as per the statement given by the police commissioner and the Chief Minister herself, we are sure the other culprits will also be detected and punished very soon. Number one. Number two, so far the Sanjoy Roy is concerned. Yes, of course, he was not a staff of RG Medical College. Sanjoy Roy was a civic volunteer. The question has come on the surface that how he entered into this hospital, how he used to enter into this hospital. This is under the process of investigation. I can ensure you each and every fact will be unveiled and he will be given adequate punishment as he deserves. So far the third part of your question is concerned, like reinstatement of principal, that is absolutely an administrative decision, and as I am not a part of administration, I am really unable to answer this question.
Sir, but this is a government medical college. After all the outrage around the role of the college authorities, like I just outlined, how did this man get the job? How did the corruption allegations against him not get investigated? Why no action was taken previously? I believe there were other women doctors and students who had made similar allegations of molestation against him in the past. Again, nobody inquired. And the principal who oversaw all of this, he resigns in the morning and by evening he has another job.
Yes. Once again, I repeat, so far this criminal activity is concerned, Madam Chief Minister has categorically ensured. Sorry?
No, you finish. I'm going to Gargi Roy after that, but you finish, Dr. Sen, first.
Yeah. Once again, I would like to repeat that Madam Chief Minister has categorically ensured that each and every culprit will be found out and will be punished. And so far this reinstatement is concerned, once again I repeat, it is an absolutely administrative decision. Administration took this decision according to their discretionary power. So I am not able to answer this question on behalf of administration because I am not a part of administration.
Dr. Gargi Nandi Roy, what the protesting doctors want is either a court-monitored investigation or hand over the case to the purview of the CBI. And the Chief Minister today, after meeting the victim's family, has said that if within 7 days other accused are not caught, then we will hand it over to the CBI. The doctors are convinced that there is more than one accused in this case. Why the CCTV footage of the other accused, just like this accused CCTV footage came out, why the CCTV footage of other accused has not come out yet, I don't know. That is something, again, the doctors are asking. They also want adequate compensation to the victim's family. And one of their most important demands is, and I keep coming back to this, terminate and blacklist the principal and the person who was security in charge of the hospital. Shouldn't the buck stop with these two individuals?
Okay. Thank you, Zaka. Zaka, the thing is that West Bengal government and police has a very bad record when it comes to crime against women. We are seeing what happened to the Kamduni rape case. Those people who are given death sentence, acquitted, people given death sentence have been commuted to life. So all those things we have seen what kind of statement made by Chief Minister. Now coming to this particular case of RG Kaur, it's brutal. I mean, I have no words to express, but Zaka, there has been an attempt to cover it up from the very beginning. Even after seeing such a body in such condition, why did the parents given a call informing that there was a suicide committed? The father of the girl said that after the incident, he got a call from somebody who called himself assistant super and said it's a suicide. Why? So there was an attempt to cover up. Now also, obviously, with so much of marks, bruises, it is quite obvious it is not the work of one person. And now question is coming whether Sanjoy Roy has been even made a scapegoat. I don't know whether you are aware, there have been many viral audios where police persons are heard saying that there may be person from the admin and doctor who involved in the case, and there is an attempt to cover that up. Maybe some intern, son of, I will not name, of son of some minister in the TMC, to cover up, this person has been arrested. And coming to Sanjoy Roy, a civic volunteer, Zaka, as per the Calcutta High Court, can only be given traffic duty. So what was he doing? The question must come. What was he doing in the Welfare Board of Police? And then who controls Welfare Board of Police? The Shantanu Sinha Bishwas, who called Mamata Banerjee Ma. So why is not Shantanu Sinha Bishwas summoned? That what was Sanjoy Roy doing in the Welfare Board? Why did he have so much of access? Then see how so many things are contradictory. After the death, the investigation committee made up of 11 doctors and interns in the college, and aren't they also under doubt? Because at that time they were on duty. There's a police officer, so why are they in the investigation team? Secondly, what was the hurry to cremate the body? Police was in a hurry to cremate the body. Why? There could have been another post-mortem. And see, the thing is, they said the floor, that same floor of seminar hall, the CCTV was not working. It was the outside CCTV. The police said there's a 40 minutes gap of the entry and exit of Sanjoy Roy. Tell me, Zaka, the kind of injury the girl's body has. A police officer is there. He took 5 minutes to reach and come out. In 30-35 minutes, such thing could have happened. And if the girl resisted, there must be some injury mark on Sanjoy Roy's body. So the big question is, are they trying to cover up some influential person? And let me tell you, around a couple of years back, the deputy super of RG Kaur, he came out with 1000-page complaint about the corruption happening in RG Kaur Hospital. And this Dr. Shondeep Ghosh, do you know there has been vigilance commission against him? Do you know around a year back, he was removed from RG Kaur's principal, but he locked the principal's room and went. Again, he was reinstated. So imagine the kind of power these people exercise.
So, Dr. Shantanu Sen, respond to those questions. How is it that if there is CCTV footage available to show Sanjoy Roy was
whose
involved?
son they are trying to save?
Yeah, who are you trying to save?
Whose
That's the
son
question.
are you trying to save?
Yeah, let him respond.
I said only Sanjay, because now there's a question whether he has been made a scapegoat.
Let him respond.
Yes,
Let him
there's lot
respond.
of criminal
Okay, ma'am.
activity against him. Yes.
Let him respond.
I will answer all her questions. Number one, so far the crime against women is concerned, if you go to the National Crime Record Bureau, it says that Kolkata is the safest metropolitan city and West Bengal is a very safe set for the women. And so far this crime against women is concerned, at least any person representing BJP has got no right to say on that, because Manipur is burning, because Bilkis Banu's rapists are garlanded, because Amit Malviya runs the IT cell with the help of the
come on, stop
rapist
it.
of Benares
Have some
University.
shame. Have some shame, sir.
Because I didn't interrupt even
There are
once.
very important questions being asked.
Please answer my question, sir.
Okay.
I didn't interrupt.
One second. Let him finish.
Mr.
Let him finish,
Anchor,
and then I'll come to Shazia Elmi after that.
Mr.
But Dr. Sen, you
Anchor,
by
I
bringing
didn't-
in some kind.
no, one second. I didn't interrupt even once. Why she is interrupting?
Yeah, no. I have told her that she will speak at her turn. But my submission to you, sir.
Let me answer her question. Number two, had there been any intention to cover up, had there been any intention to shield anybody, Chief Minister would not have come on the very day in front of camera giving her bold statement, unlike any other political leader in the country. Number two. Number three, so far this minister's son is involved in this concern. It is absolutely a bogus and fake information. I say this with full conviction. Number four, Mamata Banerjee is addressed by so many as my ma. Even I also address Mamata, I also consider Mamata Banerjee as my mother. She might be my political leader, but I consider her as my mother. Nothing wrong in it. Number four, so far the postmortem is concerned, the videography was done during the postmortem. Magistrate inquest were done in presence of the parents of this disease and the students of RG Kaur Medical College. And last but not the least, so far the reinstatement of principal is concerned. Here I am unable to answer your question once again.
Which you have made clear before as well. So Shazia Elmi, so NCRB records say Kolkata is safe, West Bengal is safe. It has a better record compared to Uttar Pradesh. This is, of course, the political equivalence that Dr. Sen is trying to draw. So you people should not be complaining about crimes against women. That's his contention.
I think, they're so intoxicated by this heady political tonic that they drink day after day, that they have lost all compassion, all humanity, all decency. Just see how it's such a sensitive issue of how brutally this woman was mutilated, assaulted and then murdered is being treated. Again, the TMC person here is talking about Manipur, which we've talked about many, many times, and everybody's expressed anguish. But are you trying to belittle this murder and this rape only because it happened in West Bengal? So a woman who gets murdered or killed or raped in West Bengal on the watch of Mamata Banerjee, is her life's value is any less than those in the states where BJP rules? I mean, what kind of equivalence are you trying to draw? The kind of issue you all would have made had it happened in any of the BJP ruled states. One is not even doing that because it's so brutal, you can't even go that far. You can't even think ahead because it just stumps you. It's so crazy, the violence that this girl has endured. It's difficult to even, speak after that. But that's all, sir, that you can think about. You're not ready to look at all the things that Nandiji just spoke about. Can you imagine who this person's benefactor was? That he had access to go inside the different wards. Do you imagine how dangerous this situation is? That such kind of monsters roam around freely? How many more of them are there? This is a civic volunteer that you have and the access you have. I mean,
But
you
Dr.
should be
Sen, you
thanking
can't
the
just
stars there are not
brush
many more
away
deaths
the
and rape.
gravity
So
of
I
the
can't
crime.
understand this.
Yeah, by simply saying that, Uttar Pradesh has a worse
you
record,
belittle- you
or,
belittle it by making it
Rajasthan
about
has a worse
BJP.
record. That's just, a completely false political equivalence. Dr. Sen.
We never undermine the gravity of this situation. We give due importance to the gravity of this situation. We are really shocked. We are really stressed. We are really shocked like anything. We are shattered. And it's not only me. Our Chief Minister, Madam Mamata Banerjee also, she has categorically said that she is having two junior doctors in her own house. She is equally involved in this issue. She is equally concerned. That's why she has said, yes, I do support
how she was
the
protecting
agitation and the protest
Shah
of the
Jahan
junior
Sheikh.
doctors.
We saw that.
You just tell me, you just cite one example in the entire country that Narendra Modi or JP Nadda, they came in front of the media and they said, yes, Bilkis Bano did this thing, which is absolutely wrong. Yes, Amit Malviya should not have run the IT cell with the rapist of the Benares Hindu University. Yes, the rapist of the Bilkis Bano
Just
should
see you
not
doing
have
it
been
again.
garlanded.
All of these,
See, again,
sir,
the
this is
political
falsehood in
equivalence.
all of which
You
what you
just
say.
cite one
There is
example.
falsehood.
But I want to
Sir,
stick
there
to
is
I want to
falsehood.
stick to the
Do
Kolkata
not
case,
lie,
the
sir.
RG Kaur case, and the questions that Dr. Gargi Nandi asked you. Who is this person who made this Sanjoy Roy sit on the welfare board? What is that person's connection with the TMC? Is that person a card-carrying member of the TMC? And how is it a police civic volunteer had so much access to the hospital despite the fact that there were serious allegations against him, both allegations of, molestation against women and allegations of corruption against him?
Yes, Sanjoy Roy was not a staff of RG Kaur Medical College. He had no right to enter into the premises of the RG Kaur Medical College, and that too at the late hours of the night. I do admit Sanjoy Roy was a civic volunteer. As he was a civic volunteer, he might have got some connection with the welfare board. Whether he has used this connection for the greater interest or for bad interest, that I cannot comment. The welfare board people, they can comment on that. But whatever he has done is a criminal offence, and that's why he will be given the maximum possible punishment.
Yes.
I can ensure you.
Yasho
this much.
Azad, do you believe that he will get the maximum possible punishment? Because I think the insinuation is that there was somebody politically powerful who was either protecting this man or the powerful political interests were making a scapegoat out of him. That's the insinuation.
I'll answer this question, but I'll answer this question, but let me also start by saying that, in this political polemic, we are losing the sight of the real issue here. First, You see, conspiracy theories will arise almost every day. So the best thing is that this case should be handed over to the CBI. Number two, you know, this civic volunteer, who appointed him, whether he was a TMC or not, I'm telling you, 150,000 civic volunteers are there in West Bengal and they are political appointees. Now, number three, whether he is on the police welfare board, he might have been attached to that police chowki which looks after the medico legal cases, and these people have access almost everywhere. They serve the cause of the doctors, the patients and everyone, and in the process they make a lot of business too. So that is why what happens is that in all these hospitals this racket is going on, and therefore it is very, very important to see in this particular case that whether there were other people involved also, or whether he was the lone wolf. In that respect, I think it's very, very important that the case should be handed over to the
But tell
CBI,
me, as a former
solution
police
for this
officer,
case.
Mr. Azad, if the CCTV footage is what revealed this man's identity, wouldn't the same CCTV footage also reveal if there were accomplices or not?
Absolutely. That's why I'm saying that if there is a charge that there is a conspiracy theory to save somebody, it's very important that you have something impartial as the CBI to get into the act. Though I still believe that he has now been caught, and in his police remand, he will of course cough out the name of others if others have been involved, because this happened at a time when nobody was there, and to restrain that person, the victim, I do feel that he might have had accomplices.
Dr. Gargi Nandi Roy, I'll give you the final word. The state is saying we arrested him, we identified him, we arrested him within 24 hours. He's been remanded to police custody. The Chief Minister herself went and met the victim's family. They've increased compensation, and she is also assured that if within 7 days they are not able to find other accomplices, the case will be handed over to the CBI. What more do you want the state to do?
Yes, Zach. Yeah, I think it should be handed over to the CBI, maybe a court-monitored investigation, because we do not believe the West Bengal police, and we are not able to do. If there are political pressure on the police will not be able to do any proper investigation. Many things, what the questions I asked, Shantanu Da, he just did whataboutery, but he did not answer what I asked. He did not answer that welfare board where civic volunteers cannot be controlled by Shantanu Sinha, which was namesake for him. He is with the TMC, close aide of Mamata Banerjee. Why that person is not summoned? So there are a lot of questions, and I told you, Zaka, the CCTV on that floor was not working, and it is not the handiwork of one person.
Yeah,
so
it was not
obviously
working.
there has to be
Correct.
a CBI investigation. It was not working, only the outside, and I told you the entry and exit of Sanjoy Roy was 40 minutes. So in 30 minutes, such a brutal thing happened with so many 10 injuries, broken collarbone. It is not possible. I'm not a forensic person, but we can understand from the common sense.
Dr. Sen,
and
I have to wrap up very quickly.
Report Rajikar had
30-second
and let me tell you, Zaka, about the civic volunteers.
I'm winding down on time. I have to move to the second segment on Hindenburg. Yeah.
Yeah,
Dr.
1
Sen.
second, civic volunteers, 1,60,000,
So far,
no training and no
so far
verification.
the security, so far the, come on, he is still continuing.
No, go on,
so
go
far
on,
the
go on.
police welfare board is concerned. Yeah, so far the police welfare board is concerned, any person from the police welfare board can answer your question. So far this
No, but this individual, Shantanu Sinha
Government should
Biswa,
have-
he's a
one
member
second.
of your party.
Sinha Biswas.
Why are you not calling him for investigation?
He is a police officer. He is not a member of our. No. I want to correct you.
No, sorry,
He is a
sorry.
police
I-
officer.
yeah.
He's very, he called
No,
Mamata
what is the
Banerjee
connection?
close.
What is the
No,
connection?
he is
Why
not
did
a party
he?
member.
Why did
He is
he?
not a party
Why
member.
did he get? Why
He is
did he
not a-
get Sanjoy Roy on the welfare board? What is the connection there? Don't you want to inquire that?
I hope you will. I hope you will allow me to answer.
Yes.
Shantanu Sinha Biswas is an ACP ranked police officer. He is not a party member. If you have any other question, and if the investigator process thinks that he should be summoned, he will be
Isn't
summoned.
he close to
so far
Mamata
the
Banerjee?
security is concerned.
Please,
yes.
Dada, isn't he close to
Come
Mamata
on.
Banerjee?
Now,
Doesn't he
please
call-
allow
Why
me.
should he
Ma'am, one
call
second.
Don't
Mamata
interrupt.
Banerjee?
Ma'am,
So,
let him finish. Yeah,
in
let
an
him finish.
indecent way. So far the security issue is concerned, yes, government should take care, should be more cautious regarding the security in the hospital. At the same time, Narendra Modi also should be more cautious regarding the security in the parliament premises to prevent the breach of security for the member of parliament when the outsiders are jumping.
You know,
from
it's
the,
disgusting.
gallery
You know, your
on the well.
attitude is so
All right.
disgusting.
No.
Should be
It's
much more
nauseatingly.
careful for that.
I have to wrap up.
It's
I have to wrap
nauseatingly
up. Thank
disgusting
you
the
very
way you
much
talk and
to
trivialize
Dr. Sen,
something
Shazia
so
Elmi,
sensitive as
Gargi
rape.
Roy, and of course Yasho Azad for joining us.